Solo llevamos una horita de retraso.
Uno, dos, tres.
A Ballet Full of Tango. I love the title. It explains this documentary perfectly. I love the structure of this. I love the process from beginning to end. I love the whole thing. I love watching the casting process in plays and films and TV shows, anything like that. This was especially fun to watch because, you know, it's a original play that was created from nothing. It wasn't something that had been done before, and it was done only in 6 weeks. I don't know how long it took to write and compose the music and write the ballet, but it was just, to me, such a big undertaking in only 6 weeks, and it just made me wonder, why only 6 weeks? Why didn't they give these performers a little bit longer to learn everything? Or maybe that's just the way this industry goes. But I really like the process of it. Great music. And it was neat to see even the collaboration it takes of everybody coming together to create this wonderful piece, and the music has to, you know, go perfectly with the dance and likewise. So I really liked the countdown as well, when they were counting down to the actual production day. And the fact that they only did 2 performances, to me, is what it seemed like they were saying. That's amazing. That maybe the 2 performances was just to hopefully get them to be able to do more, to get enough audience and word of mouth to be able to get them to go on tour. So maybe that's what it was about, because I would love to see this actually in person. But it was fun to watch it all come together, and all these performers are so talented. I mean, the hard work that they put into this, and what they put their body through, even having to work through their pain and hopefully not be permanently damaged by an injury they have, and having to work with that. I really like those beach scenes, by the way. The filmmakers filmed those scenes on the beach and then kind of stuck them in here and there, and it kind of broke everything up too. And I just loved all the different elements of it, the interviews, the beach scenes, the actual rehearsals, and the production, the set design. And the one guy who does all of that stuff didn't know how to describe his job to people. I thought that he's very multi-talented. Just I love that, you know, it was just so, I was really hoping, I was watching the time count down, and I'm like, oh great, they're not going to show much of the actual end product. But they did. They really still put a lot of that in there, the snippets from the performance, because I really wanted to see how it all came together, and I thought it looked really cool, and I really wanted to see it perform live. So great job, everybody. Great job technically on this documentary. Everything was well structured. Technically, everything was great. The editing, the camera work, the lighting, the cinematography, the stories. I liked hearing about everybody. And then the vulnerability of the woman who put this together, and sharing about her father, and the beautiful landscape when they showed her story and she was out in nature. It was just gorgeous. So really well done. Good job. I know this is going to do well and win you guys some awards.
A Ballet Full of Tango offers a really interesting and informative behind-the-look scenes at what goes into making a show. It's a really great documentary for anyone who's ever been curious about the artistic decisions of the choreographer and what the dancers put into their work, and for anyone who's enjoyed dancing from an audience perspective. I think watching this documentary provides a greater appreciation for the work and the artistic decisions that goes into making a show possible. Definitely really interesting, and I love the music.
This film is called A Ballet Full of Tango. This was a fabulous short film. I loved how we get to follow a dance production from its conception to auditions to rehearsals and finally to a public performance, with an exciting countdown throughout. I studied ballet for years, so I really appreciated seeing these talented dancers work so hard together. It was fun to see them learn the moves of the culturally famous tango and its blend with other styles of dance. The upbeat soundtrack throughout the film was perfect, in addition to the lively music during the show. It was also very clever to have footage of dancers performing now and then in nature, most notably on a sandy beach. So lovely. I particularly enjoyed the interviews of the leaders of the project and of the dancers who had their ups and downs during rehearsals and who expressed nervousness and excitement before the show. Well done.
Ballet Full of Tango. I think this was a very powerful film. Honestly, I really enjoyed the way here we have tango, which is a great dance, great kind of dance, and an important dance in South America, in Argentina, as it is the case, and translated to ballet, so you don't have your typical tango that you expect, but you have this mix of tango and ballet. I think it was very important to try. It is important to try out new things, crossing genres, as we say in the film industry. So I think overall it was a compelling idea and great concept. The final performance is amazing, but what is even more amazing than that is the whole the arc, to get there, the circle, all these people had to go through before getting to the final performance. From creating the idea, as they say, just the first idea took over a week just to have the first idea clear, and then the casting, and then the drama that unfortunately was in the middle. So like one of the main characters lost her father, and then in the end we have the final performance with a beautiful standing ovation. I think it was very powerful, and really proves that if you want to do something in your life, you just have to believe in it, and the more you believe, the more chances to get there you have, and in the end you're gonna thrive. So overall, great and inspirational film. Congratulations.
I just got done watching Ballet Full of Tango. This was really, really well done. Beautiful job on this film. One of the things that I appreciate and I really enjoyed was seeing the progression and everything that went into this show, from casting to the actual show that was happening, that you got to see peaks of during the end credits. So I thought that it was really cool. I loved the interviews. They were all very, very engaging. It kept your attention. It kept the piece moving along, seeing what the kind of the trials and the tribulations of what goes into putting a show together of this magnitude. I thought it was excellent. The music was beautiful, and just getting a chance to watch the dancers rehearse. There's something so effortless about their movements when I know how long it takes them to train to be able to look so fluid and perfect. I thought that was just really cool, getting a chance to look behind the curtain and see what happens. Great editing. It kept the film moving. It kept it at a really, really nice pace. And thank you for the subtitles. It's something that a lot of times with short films, it will go unnoticed. But the subtitles were so important because as a viewer, I want to be on your journey with you. And this took me on a journey. And I thought that just everybody did such a fantastic job.
This documentary went through every facet of making a ballet. It's something that I think ballerinas would enjoy. I think a lot of people would enjoy it because we go to see the ballet, but nobody really thinks about the hard work that goes into it. I enjoyed that this showed how they created the composition. I enjoyed how it showed from the audition process to the show. It made me feel a little nervous at the beginning, like I was one of the ones about to audition. Put every facet in it where you could see that the passion starts building with the dancers. You could start seeing the passion from everybody, from the composers to the choreographer to every single person that's involved in making this ballet come to life. It was definitely a journey I enjoyed taking as we watched it, and the fact that the filmmakers went months, if not years, working on this to show how it all comes together is quite amazing.